My name is Clark Van Gilder. I am presently a physics professor, and I am also the assistant pastor of Calvary Chapel, Maricopa. Well, nobody created God. And so unless you think that God is like Thor or Odin or something, where they're born on some magical planet at the edge of a galaxy somewhere, that's the only way you can think that God was created, is if you have the wrong definition of God. And so the whole idea of God is that he is above and beyond nature. It's what we call supernatural. Of course, today, if you say supernatural, people immediately think of ghosts and crazy stuff like that. So the problem with this whole who created God question, that answer has been solved for hundreds of years. Nobody that's serious in philosophy or theology especially takes that question seriously. And the reason that that question even gets pushed around anymore is because some famous atheists like Dawkins, Lawrence Krauss will frequently debate, and they'll throw that out there as if it was an intelligent thing to say, and it's just foolish, really, because it totally denies what everybody knows the definition of God is, as well as we can define that, which is this being who is infinite and eternal in his scope, beyond nature, the author of nature, the ultimate uncaused cause. And we have to have an uncaused cause in the universe that we live in. We live in a universe that's finite. We know it's finite. All of the evidence that astronomy, cosmology, physics gives us tells us that we live in a finite universe. It's huge. It's been around a very long time if the standard model is correct. But it's finite. In fact, there's two very famous theorems that most people don't know about because they don't read the literature in cosmology, but three guys, Bohr, Guth, and Vilenkin, and Alan Guth is from MIT. He's the guy that made the Big Bang famous formally as a theory in the 80s. Of course, the name Big Bang comes from Sir Frederick Hoyle in the 40s when he was joking with a reporter. But anyways, we know that no matter what model of the universe you pick, be it the Big Bang or the multiverse, you name it, if it involved inflation, which are the only ones that have survived the last 80 years of argument about this are the ones where the universe inflates. It's finite in the past. And in fact, the big word they like to use is past incomplete, meaning that there's a point in time where there wasn't any more time. And so God invented time, he invented space, and all the matter and energy that fills it. And that's what the Big Bang tells us. The Big Bang tells us at some point in the finite past, all of space-time, matter, and energy just came into being. And physics can't handle that. And rightly so. Physics is about natural cause and effect cycles. It doesn't know how to give an answer to the origin of that because there's no such thing as a natural explanation. So who created God? That question requires that we understand something about the Big Bang and what science has to tell us about what we call the large-scale structure of the universe that we actually live in. Not the ones we dream about, the multiverse and crazy stuff that you see in movies and on these Nova specials, which I think it's cool, I like it, but there's no such thing as a multiverse. And if there was, we would never be able to know. It just doesn't, it's just one of those things that can't be tested, it's fantasy, and they know it.